So my beans are done here, okay? And there's white beans in there. There's bell pepper. There's onion, fresh garlic. I wash them very, very, very well in a strainer that has like little teeny holes in it. You can hear it going through. But you can make homemade beans, dry beans in a crock pot. But for me, this is going to work for me. So what am I doing here? Well, of course, I'm making some tortillas. You know, if you make something, it tastes better. Not only does it taste better, it's like instant gratification as far as, you know, feeling good about oneself. So I've got my flour. I could have used wheat. I could use almond flour, which I have. I could use any type of flour I want. Today I'm choosing white flour for my tortillas. I can make spinach tortillas, but I'm going to share this. So we got the white flour, okay? I put a teaspoon of like salt. I basically kind of put it in my hand, which I knew it was about a teaspoon. And then, of course, I put some baking powder in there. And what I did was this Crisco vegetable oil. A lot of people, I'm not trying to say anything, but for Pamela in my kitchen, we're not going to use any type of lard. We're not going to use any pig fat, cow fat. But what we are going to use is some good old Crisco. I'm not trying to change the subject, but you can use this on your feet and a lot of different things, okay, that are healthy. So let's focus on that. What I do is I get about, for 2.5 cups, I would say that much. Is that terrible, you guys? I don't measure. I probably should measure, right? So anyway, with that in mind, what you do is just work that through there. And I'm going to add my water now, okay? What I do is, I'm going to try to set this in a place that you can see. I just take the flour and go like that, okay? So it's kind of mixed through. You know when you buy box stuff at the stores and stuff because you maybe don't have enough self-confidence? I don't know. Self-confidence and self-esteem are the same but different. You know, my son had talked about it to me once. He's very smart. He went to school in Pennsylvania. Okay, my son Ryan. He does a lot of things I don't like. He believes in a lot of things I don't believe in, but do I love him? I certainly do. Do I expect him to be like me? No. But without a question, our relatives will blow your mind. We're like. Okay, so I'm coming over here. I'll be right back here. I came over here to grab some water. Okay. I usually use water, you guys. Purified water. You know what, I'm gonna. You know, not that I'm paranoid or anything, but I do feel like using some regular water today. So I'm gonna add that in there. I'm gonna make a little hole there. Okay. Woo! I'm gonna grab another water. A lot of people don't really think that purified water, you know, is good. You know, it's your choice. You know what I'm saying? It's like people gotta kind of, but other people want to share and help. Look at what I'm doing here. You know, I'm actually sharing and I'm helping, you know, someone that's open to it. Of course, you know, you've met these people. They're know-it-alls. Sometimes people are know-it-alls that actually have never been parents, grandparents, or, you know, not that, you know. I'm going to remember the good things from what my mom said about that in particular. She said once, Pamela, you know, you don't have to be a mother to go in the delivery room, meaning you can adopt children. I've talked about this before, and I really don't want to go over it. So here's some more water I'm putting in here. I'm making these tortillas. I'm working with it. You know what? I haven't made bread in a while, and I want to make some bread. I really want to make some bread because making bread is just satisfying, isn't it? Is it good for our waistline? Probably not. I can't remember my grandmother making rye bread, but I ate some tongue sandwiches on rye. You know, when I gobbled them up as a child, you know. Not thinking that she boiled a cow tongue. But that's okay, Grandma. I love you. You know. I just kind of did a showcase about her, you know, because I called the Home of Peace, the Jewish cemetery in California, where she's buried. And I I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. I love you too, Mom, but I'm going to look for the good in you, whether my siblings do or not. I think they do too. I mean, how could they not look in the mirror and notice they got blue eyes? My mother had blue eyes. I don't. I got brown eyes from my dad, and all 5 of us are from the same mom and dad. Be nice to your siblings, you guys. Share something that you've learned in life. Come out of yourself and be able to move the furniture around within yourself. But the tortillas are coming out pretty decent. Check it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this. And here's a little trick I'm going to share with you. You might already know it. You know, I'm not really that special. I just share things over and over again in case somebody new wants to hear. You can take a piece of this dough. It's not too salty. It's just right. So I'm going to now make these balls that are tortillas. And it looks like I have here probably, maybe 12. It's so cool I'm sharing this. You guys, you know what? Let somebody in your kitchen, okay? And I'm going to roll this and I'm going to work this. And I'm going to make these balls here. And I'll be back with you because I'm going to cook them up. And I'm going to put these beans here on them. See that? See? I'm going to work this. These tortillas are going to be good. And it's okay, I'm not using animal lard. I can use vegetable oil. Got my beans here that I told you about. If you guys want to put a little cheese on yours, go for the dairy. You know, I've met vegetarians in my life. I got to get off this video here. You know, I met a vegetarian once in my life that didn't even participate in honey. She said, oh, it came from a bee. I'm like, give me a break. You know, I got to tell you something. A kitchen isn't a kitchen without honey. Have a wonderful day. This is a state thing here. This Miller's raw clover honey. That's our Utah stuff. So have a wonderful day. I'll be back with you guys and show you the tortillas, okay? Because they absolutely are going to rock with this. And just work it. I'm going to make these little balls now and then roll some oil on my hands, set them down and let them kind of sit, and then roll them out with a rolling pin. Unfortunately, mine's on the floor here, right? Because I like to roll my feet on it. But don't worry, I'm going to wash that really good right now. I hope you can stand on a rolling pin and roll around on it. It's really good for your feet. I worked really hard in my life being a waitress and working on terrible floors. And I had some spurs in my heels. A spur is terrible. It's like a hook. And so ever since then, I've always tried to roll around on my feet or do some different things for my feet. I'm going to dry that off, make the tortillas, and I'll be back with you. Remember, enjoy these videos, will you? Because I'll probably go through a season and I won't come back on. But I do care about people, and I want to share. I always remember growing up, I'm like, why didn't they tell me that? You know, why didn't somebody tell me something? When you have to learn everything the hard way, or you were in an environment where you didn't have people teaching you about, you know, morals and things to avoid, and you could fall in a gutter, you know. But either way, when we reach a certain age, we become accountable, don't we? So I want to share with you today that you can get in your kitchen. You can play with some flour and some vegetable oil and some baking powder and some salt. You could add maybe some spinach. You can make any kind of tortillas you want. And you can have a good day too. You know, just leave the past behind, but go to it to share and not be a victim, but yet be a survivor and then thrive. God bless you today. Shalom. I'll be back with you later.